the state of Texas, only one matchup goes by the name of Revivalry. So everybody open their hymnals to the same page. Come under the tent as we come together with one accord for these old foes to clash again. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. So the Baylor Bears offense will get the ball first. The Bears were encouraged to sick them, and last time these two met, they did so early and often, blowing out the Frogs.
And Baylor went into that game believing they had better players. Man, it showed up on the field, too. They were faster. They were more physical. TCU, they've got to match that intensity this time.
Turning it on. He makes the catch. Smashes through the tackle. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
Might be changing the route. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week. And you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
So TCU's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man in the middle. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Hardy. Looking left, makes a connection. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. And the Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, Use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Snap in the shotgun. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Inside the 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. So the touchdown will stand. Penalty on the defense waved off, and the points go on the board. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six. Now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the grab on the left. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Forced out of the pocket. Hauls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, and Samuel makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro.
Dropping back, it's Hardy. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit.
Lost one deep down the right side. Hauls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Hornfrog! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And sometimes these games can snowball. You get down 21, next thing you know, you look up, it might be 35. Nice answer, put a drive together. Now the defense has got to get you a stop. Then you try to put another drive together. One possession at a time, try to climb back in this football game.
And he's coming out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Handoff to the lone back. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll go to the ground. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Quarterback may change this route. Try to get it to the edge. And some room to work. He's out past the 35. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. You know, when these two first met in 1899, both schools were located in Waco. Of course, TCU eventually relocated, and relocating the Frogs in the conference realignment race over the years has stoked the fires of this rivalry.
And it's weird because Reese covered that game. And I know that because he was the sideline reporter. It was a 0-0 tie. Yes, both teams from the same region, so a lot on the line. We've seen some excitement with these rivalry games, and with this matchup, Jesse, I'm excited about today.
Me too, and I think when you think about Texas football, everyone's always talking about Texas versus Texas A&M.
Tons of room in the middle. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
The give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Touchdown, Baylor! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Number 16, set to advance on the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. To the air, it's Hardy. Got his man in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Shoots it to the left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Quick handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely
There he goes! Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Horned Frogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Just drives it between the uprights. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20. Touchdown, Bears! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
TCU 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Of 2. Brings up
Wants to throw. It's Hardy. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They'll immediately call timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline and be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. On target. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go between the Bears and Frogs.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this...
Breaks into the open. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gets it out fast. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down.
That's another first down. TCU.
The Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. Back to throw, it's Hardy. Spins away from the defense. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. Absolutely perfect.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback moving. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The play-action fake. He's got an open man. Wide open spaces. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there. Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running back.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
To the air, it's Hardy. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you've got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the...
Off to the races to the right. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, TCU! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Snatches it on the right. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
They'll leave it with him. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. And the defense got it. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Dropping back, it's Hardy. On the run, fires downfield. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Now the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Pulls it in. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Horned Frog!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the..." He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Samuel. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Finds a little space. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing in a double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
Turning it on. Got the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
And the Bears, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the inside. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find...
Touchdown Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hillman. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a space. Snagged out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass, it's Hardy. Finds his man down the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the 4th quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession. And now let's see what happens.
Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. He's out of bounds after a short gain, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. It's Hardy. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Hard running there. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. He slings it deep to the left. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field, too. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we've got to make sure we take him away.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Hillman. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking for a man. It's Hardy. Fires to the right. The short hands. It's Hillman. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Wants to throw it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
2nd down.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Had to throw it before he wanted. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now. You wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Into the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown, and we might just have overtime on our hands.
They got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. going right to work up top. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.